Alright, this is the most knee-jerk purchase I've ever made. $1,900 gun, came in a cardboard box. Welcome back to the Mike Papakiel Rumble and Odyssey channel. This is the Crew Arms. I think it's short for Crusader Arms. I don't understand that name at all. Basically a SCAR with AR-15 components on the bottom. Made by Spec Manufacturing, so I don't know where Crew Arms comes in, but you can see. Spec Manufacturing LLC, White Lake, Michigander, USA. And they've got it labeled like a SCAR for the European market. Probably the dumbest, useless, underpriced chamber flag ever, because it's not actually a chamber flag, because if I grab the charging handle here, you can single feed around in like that. So whoever thought that was a good idea, one, it's a $1,900 gun, give me a fucking chamber flag. And two, like, that's just small brain times 10. So this company's not really giving me a whole lot of good vibes, hashtag good vibes out of box here. We got the patented UGG boot. We got some modularity adjustment here. So that's kind of cool. Pinchy this and adjust that. You got the folding bit because this is a AR18. Keep it up. Okay, maybe. Boy, that is super tight. No retention though, which is kind of dumb. Again, $1,900. A giant, super tall monolithic rail on it. I don't understand why monolithic rails are cool other than styling, because it really doesn't give you any benefit over a regular handguard unless you're putting super long optics on it, which for 556 that would be like thermal or night vision that's too long. That's the only benefit I see. Like I said, as opposed to the SCARs, this is actually going to take AR lower components. You've got some anti-walk threaded fire control group pins. That's the bolt release, which is kind of dumb. I'll go ahead and lock it open here. Locked open. Charging handle's locked back. I believe this is non-reciprocating. Yeah, so it's non-reciprocating. That's nice. But to release it, so if you're a right-handed shooter, this is going to be your thumb. You have to push it up. And it's like ignorantly stiff. There we go. Finally went. That thing's stupid stiff. So you pull down and pull back on the charging handle, lock it open. Not really a giant fan of that. Got M-lock slots, except for the one you can't use where the gas block is. Those gas block set screws are out a little farther than I would like. We got a medium profile 556 NATO barrel here, and it says 1-in-7 twist. A2 flash hider, which I'm not really happy seeing, considering, like I said, this is a $1,900 gun. But yeah, a $1,900 tactical handgun in a cardboard box. All the packing nonsense. We got our gun lock here. Yeet. And a quick start guide. And I'm not reading that. Oh, look, another one. And I'm not reading that. We got a Tactical Tan PMag that I'll probably not use past this review. And lots of ammo to test. So in the hopes of not voiding my warranty, we won't be shooting any of these reloads yet. I want to see the gun run before we do any of my reloads that usually shoot better than factory ammo. We'll keep those under wraps. I brought both 5.56 and 2.23. Again, keep the reloads out of this for now. We got some X-Tac 77 grain. We got some Hornady Frontier, which is 5.56, I believe. Yeah, 55 grain. Got some Magtech 5.56, 55 grain. We got some of the best shooting ammo here. The Hornady 68 grain. And whatever Lake City ball is in there. I thought I brought one more type of ammo here. As in my range bag. You can't have an accuracy assessment without the 69 grain CR Match King bullet, so we'll go ahead and shoot those and see how accurate this gun is at 100 yards. $1,900 gun. Xerox copied owner's manual that you can't even see what they're doing. Great. Free gun oil. Add lube here. So I'm not really convinced that any independent testing has been done on this because, one, I pull the non-reciprocating charging handle back when the bolt is locked, it doesn't come back far enough. I don't know if there's any spring pressure pushing down on the bolt release. There should be. You have to use the bolt release. And then you can resume to use it. And then you've got the HK slap. But if you bring it back to that notch and then pull down the bolt release and then release it, it'll still go. So I mean, there's a lot of features that are just completely unnecessary, and I don't like much of it. Yeah, see, the fact that I can't release the bolt here without pushing up on it, that's really annoying. Maybe I'm playing too much, but it's an oversight. They clearly didn't test a whole lot of the functions of this gun, or they just said, hey, this is how you have to use it. We're not gonna tailor make this. It just doesn't make any sense. And then if I pull down on the bolt release right now, it locks the bolt. So if you've got anything pushing down on this lever, it's not gonna cycle until I release it, and then you push down and it locks it back. It's really little stuff that if anyone had properly tested this before they released it, it's preposterously annoying. So we've got the Bushnell 223 BDC reticle and the rickety ammo box here. Man, this is so steady. 6-pound mil-spec trigger. Again, for $1,900, would it kill you to put a $100 drop-in trigger pack into this thing? Because this is pretty sad. This is why I don't spend a lot of money on guns, guys, because you don't get a bunch for the money. Like, I can't imagine paying over $2,000 for a Scar for a shitty 7-pound trigger. And that's why I've never bought one of these. This was a impulse buy. I've never owned an AR-180. Phil and I shot a bunch of them thanks to Philbo Baggins. He saved me thousands of dollars from buying a bunch of garbage, and then I saw this one came out and I was like, hey man, I'm gonna buy this and kind of, you know, pay you back for helping me out so he can shoot this turd at 2-gun. So yeah, long story short, not impressed. Where's that stupid PMag? And then if you guys saw in that pathetic owner's manual, it says check gas pin at end of barrel. Well, at the end of the barrel, there's no gas pin. So I don't know what they're smoking. There's no cutout for the gas piston, so you gotta take the whole freaking handguard off to see where the gas piston goes. If it's even a gas piston, it looks like it's a direct gas impinged gun. Looks like there's a skinny tube under here. It looks like gas piston. I don't know anything about this gun. It was an impulse buy. I thought it looked like an AR-180, but it might have a little gas regulating piston in the front of this thing, but I can't see it because it's a handguard. So again, tons of forethought on that. Grab our stupid Tupperware magazine. Take that stupid thing off. Get out of here, you bastard. And we'll run the Hornady Frontier first and get this scope zeroed. Anything short of a one-hole group at 25 here with this 18 power scope is unacceptable, so we'll see how that goes. Granted, this does say 223 and not 556, but it's hot like 556. Well, that feels tight. All right, first shots. Sandbagged and ready to go. Shooting way low. Oh, because this is a 20 MOA base I put it on. Duh. Wow, that was almost exactly the adjustment I needed to come up. I am so smart. We gotta come right. Well, that didn't move right at all. Magazine drops free. That's good. some more Frontier in this bad boy. Honestly, this gun's so heavy it doesn't recoil at all. I imagine it's probably a 9-pound gun with a scope on it. It's probably 8 pounds naked. Which is something I should have tested, but bolt lock back, hit the bolt release up, bolt goes forward. Alright. See if we're on the paster now. Oh, we're hitting high of the paster. Wow, this gun shoots like garbage. Holy crap. Well, that's impressively bad. We gotta go left one and down a couple. Alright, we'll shoot one more group here at 25 now that we're 0, but dang, that is bad. Shooting off of a rest with a bag, and it's shooting like 3 MOA. That is incredibly bad. Gotta break your grip to hit the bolt release, even with my long fingers. Alright, shoot the paste on the left now. Yeah, there's something wrong here. Scope's tight. Alright, one more. Something's very wrong here. Found 6 rounds of PPU. So we can shoot one here at 25 and then one at 100. But yeah, this thing's grouping pretty bad. 25 yards, try it again. Last time I checked, this Privy Partisan was one of the best things to shoot out of one of Philbo's guns. Alright. I'm gonna shoot this on the paster on the top. Oh wow, a malfunction. How fantastic is that? Failure to eject. It's like every AR-180 I've ever shot. It's doing things ARs don't. Yeah, so the spent brass was on top of the round like that. So that's cool. Come on, bolt release. Oh yeah, because I got my charging handle back. Yeah, extra features is not always better, folks. Alright, one more shot. Nope, this thing just groups like complete asshole. That's great. There's our first shot. Second and third shot to left. 3-shot group over an inch at 25. 3-shot group over an inch at 25. 3-shot group over an inch at 25. First shot group Lake City, second group Lake City, third group Privy Partisan. Great start. Let's go to 100. So being a 1 in 8 twist, or 1 in 7 twist rather, it may not like 55 grain, it may prefer 62. I don't have any 62 because I like cheap ammo, right? So we've got some CBC, I believe, here. No, this is the Lake City brass for the Horny Frontier. So that's Horny Frontier and the PMag. We've got a Duramag here. That's the Privy Partisan. Actually, no, that's Ingman. IK is Ingman, or Igman, rather. And then we've got the CBC brass. That's that TEMP556, 55 grain. And that is in a C Products Defense magazine. And the Bravo Company mags I usually use for 3-gun has some PMC I found in that bag. So regular old 55 grain PMC bronze. So we'll see how these shoot at 100. Well, this is not going great to begin with. I put 3 rounds of Privy Partisan on top of 3 rounds of the Igman stuff that I found. So we'll have 2 groups out of this. we'll move on to the other stuff. Get our parallax here. So Privy Partisan. Oh, we need a dope. I need to come up, I believe I'm about a mil. So we'll shoot the Igman at the center here. I don't see where that went. I'll have to bring that target in because I don't see it. Usually with this 18 power scope, I can see a 223 hole. I'll bring it in and see where it's at. Halfway through bringing the target in, I realized how dumb I was and knew that I had to go down 2, not up 2, because, you know, if you're 0 to 25, you'll be on at 325. But of course, this camera does not like focusing at all through scopes. I was going to try and show you this horrendous group I just shot with Frontier. Kind of. Yeah, it's shooting like 2-inch groups or more at 100 right now, so that's super cool. Gotta go right 2 clicks. All right, let's shoot another group with Frontier. Yeah, it's not a great group at all. Six-shot group. It was like 2.5 inches. All right. Now we've got the Privy Partisan red seal primer there. This bolt release is terrible. Keep aiming at the center since that last group was hind left. Hot brass. Wow, that is like a 4-inch group. Cool. I'm super stoked about this gun. Now we've got the PMC bronze. Shoot that at the bottom right. One, two, three, 4-inch group. Terrible. Completely despicable. And CBC, which is MagTech. Bottom left. That's probably our best group at 2 inches. Alright, so there's a flyer way up there. 6 shots from the Frontier. We throw out that gargantuan flyer. That's a 2-inch group. A little bit over 2-inch group. There's a Privy Partisan. 1, 2, 3, 4.5-inch group. That's pretty awesome. Oh, what did we shoot second last? PMC 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 inch group. That's pretty good. And then the CBC 55 grain looks like it's the best one at a 2-inch group. 2 inches is not bad, but when you're shooting that many types of 55 grain and have that many inconsistencies, which that's centered to point of aim slightly right, that's centered to point of aim, that's shooting slightly right. So I mean, it's not even that it shoots point of aim correctly across multiple types of 55 grain. I'll go ahead and shoot all these ammos over again and just show you the results, so I won't bore you with more shooting, but I really don't have high hopes for this thing. Alright, so Pretty Partisan had a little better luck this time. Had one gargantuan flyer, you throw that out, it's a 2-inch group. Frontier, very odd diagonal stringing. I only had one bad trigger pull, which I guess was probably that guy. But dang, that's 1, 2, 2.5 inch group, 3-inch group. That's pretty bad. Seems like the MagTech though. These are all 6-shot groups. We got a 1, 2.5 inch group there. So 55 grain ammo, don't expect better than a 3 MOA gun on average. That's pretty bad. So whatever this gas piston thing, gas block up here, it is just heat soaking the piss out of this handguard. Something that I've very much not liked about the AR-180 style of guns. So I'm not really surprised this is not something specific to this style of gun. But this extra gas block up here, it's just like AKs. These handguards get so stupid hot compared to ARs. An AR would still be good to go. This thing doesn't even have 60 rounds through it. And just this handguard is 100, 110 degrees hot. The barrel's probably at 130 right now. I mean, it's scorching hot. So we're gonna let it cool down before we do any of the precision ammo. Like I said, these 77s will probably shoot the best because they're the heaviest. And we got some 69 grain. And this stuff shoots exceptionally well, the 68 grain Hornady. So if none of these shoot well, like within an inch or better, I'm going to try and get this thing sent back because this accuracy is atrocious. I mean, I've never had more scope to review a 223 in my life. It's 18 power scope. This thing should be easily sub-minute. Here's the Hornady 68 grain, both tail hollow point. I ended up having 4 rounds left of this PMC, so we'll shoot all 4 rounds, 77 grain, both tail hollow point. And then the ever famous Federal 69 grain Sierra, both tail hollow point. 3 rounds of that. If none of these shoot well, this gun's going back. It's junk. Alright, barrel's finally cooled down after 10 minutes of waiting. We'll shoot the Hornady first. Be interested to see what the point of impact was different on this. As you can tell in those last groups, the MagTech was centered, but the other two were shooting way high. All of them had about the same muzzle velocity. So this gun is just not great at repeatability for different loads, which is not great for a gun that costs almost $2 grand. With shipping and tax, I'm sure it was more than $2 grand now that I think about it. Alright, bottom right with the Federal, or the Hornady rather. Wow, that's despicable. First 2 rounds are right next to each other, the third one went far right, so there's some barrel harmonics issues here. Alright, we got the PMC 77s. Bottom left. That is terrible. First 2 were well within an inch, the third one went way right. Where'd that one go? These seem to be grouping about an inch. And that one went high right. Yeah, this gun sucks. As far as the accuracy department goes, I've built $300 ARs that are sub-minute. This thing can't even hold 1 inch. 69 grain Federals. Right in the middle. That's just over 1 inch. Shoot. Another group with the Hornadies and the Federals. I mean, yeah, break-in period, this, that. If it's $1,900, they should figure that out before it leaves the factory. Wherever the heck they make this turd. Like I said, my $310 AR I built was ready to go sub-minute with the first shots fired. Middle right Hornady group. I'm getting really good trigger presses despite this being a 6-pound mil-spec trigger. Like really, really good. Ow, hot. There's an 1.5 2 inch group from the Hornady again. And 3 more shots of the Federal. Mind you, this ammo's like $1.25 a round. Middle left with the second group of Federal. First 2 shots within 1/4 inch. Last shot high and right again. Yeah, it's consistently throwing one of the shots out to the right. So there's definitely what would appear to me is a barrel harmonics issue. Yeah, that's not good. This gun's going back. There's our first shot with Hornady. That was incredible bad. 4-shot group with PMC, the worst group I've ever seen with 77 grain ammo. And there goes the, oh, it's a 1 in 7, you gotta shoot the heavy stuff through it argument right out the window. That's the worst group I've ever seen with premium ammo. And then we've got 3 shots of Federal. That's an 1.5 inch. 3 shots of Federal. I don't even know where the 3rd shot is. Oh, it's all the way up there. Wow, what a piece of shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 inch group. That's pretty awesome. Actually, no, that's the second group of Hornady. That's Hornady, Hornady, Federal, Federal. So that's another 1.25 inch group. That's the best group we've gotten so far, 1.25 inch. And then just for fun, I shot 2 more groups with the, what do you call it? The MagTech. You can see it's shooting about just as high as everything else. But still, that's a little under 2 inches. That's 3 inches. I had 2 open targets, so I figured I'd shoot 2 more. But yeah, this gun's dog ass. I've never seen a 5.56 gun shoot this poorly, especially for this price point. Like I said, the whole reciprocating charging handle and bolt block, that the ergonomics suck. I mean, this thing's $2,000. It's not even ambidextrous. I just realized that. Magazine release is not ambidextrous. The bolt release is not ambidextrous. Trigger's crap. I mean, it's a mil-spec trigger for $2,000. It should be a lot better. There's really no excuse for that. This gun just sucks. This feature I tried to use. You rock it back, pull it up, rock it forward, but with like a little bit of pressure, it goes right back. So that cheek riser is completely useless. That's how you adjust the stock. 6 adjustments there. The gun doesn't shoot any better than an AR, even it being way heavier. You can't access the gas port to turn it down. We had a failure to feed, which is more than my $310 AR did. I wanted to see if money got you somewhere, and clearly it doesn't. It's just a marketing game. which is why this came with the CZ P10C for free. So yeah, this gun's crap. I'd be interested to see if they even take it back, much less make it better. I don't know what barrels they use, but clearly this is some dog-ass wholesale 556 barrel that they've sourced. 2 MOA at best. Average is about 2 MOA. If you want 55 grain ammo to run in it, apparently the MagTac's the best. That's 2.5 MOA. Yeah, this is just tactical Timmy bullshit is what gets you here. There's really nothing, no other appeal to this other than the tactical Timothy appeal. So it's heavy. It doesn't recoil better than AR. It definitely doesn't outperform an AR. That's the only role it fits is the tactical Instagram world. That's really all I can see here. Pretty piss poor. So there you go. Just in case you ever wondered what $1,900 gets you. An inaccurate smoke pole. Pretty sad. Well, thanks for watching.